Happy second week of Vlogmas. Very exciting. Not feeling it this morning, not gonna lie. I thought that last Friday's bit to camera was rough looking, but this is worse. And happy Hanukkah. We're in the 8 days of Hanukkah now. Very exciting. So if you haven't seen last week's video, you will not know that my Heartstopper Volume 5 came in. That was all I had planned for Thursday night, and then ended up doing everything but. So then I was like, shall I take it away with me? Because I'm going away this weekend, doing some festive stuff with Mum, which is exciting. And then I was like, do you know what? No, like, if I want to, I can sit down on Sunday night and like read it and be all like, oh, this is lovely. But I'm very into Why Mummy Drinks at Christmas right now. On the 8th. I'm on Friday the 8th of December. What? I just noticed that. That's so cool. Friday the 8th of December, which is page, who knows? I don't want to lose my page. I need to get up and get my Christmas bookmark. I can see it. But every morning I just forget to get up and get it. 110, that's what I'm on. So I'm going to take this away with me and save that for when I can sit and properly binge it, because that won't happen this weekend. We've got a week and a half left of school after this, which is great, but also as a teacher I'm like some lessons didn't get done this week because of festivities going on, there's rehearsals going on and everything, and yesterday I was trying to kind of map out my week, but also there's been like people sick, and so yeah, I wasn't actually meant to be teaching today, but I'm teaching all day instead. That's fine. It's not, but it's fine. And yeah, it's festive wise, going to see It's a Wonderful Life in the cinema on Wednesday, which will be absolutely lovely. And we are seeing it in Aylesbury, and we've been informed of some Christmas lights that we need to go and see in Aylesbury as well, so I'm looking forward to that. I'll take you with me. And yeah, I've realised I haven't opened today's advent calendar window. Who even am I? I'll get to that and show you. We'll see what's in there. I could have had it for my morning coffee. I've just got my classic peppermint pinwheel today. And this is like 100% my favourite Christmas mug. Like, I know I said I like the little silver one, which immediately got smashed after I showed you. If you did miss last week's, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss next week's. Okay, let's see what's behind drawer number 8. It's a sweet vanilla. Not a massive fan of this one, but I haven't tried it since they launched the new one, I don't think. I got a free sleeve of the caramel. It was already dented anyway. Free sleeve of the caramel, and I like the hazelnut, but I haven't tried the sweet vanilla, so we'll give it a go. Well, the toilets upstairs in the Odeon, so fancy. I definitely will be coming here again. Here's today's Christmas jumper. We've seen it before. Yeah, look at that. And wait till you see it outside too. So, yes, we are wearing matching Christmas jumpers. We are. But we are wearing matching Disney clothes, but we are not, in fact, going on a Disney trip right now. I know it's hard because normally when we're wearing matching, we've even got matching mugs. Normally when it's like we're on a daytime talk show.
Yes.
Yes. So, coming up next on the show, we've got... yes, we are.
Well, Catriona.
Yeah. We're not going on a Disney trip. We might be planning, well, we have been planning a Disney trip. Several Disney trips. But aren't we all always planning a Disney trip? No?
Well, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. As soon as one's got, in fact, even before one's gone, there's another one planned.
Well, I've currently got 3 booked, and we're in the process of planning 2 others. So, yeah. So yes, we went to see Christmas actually yesterday. I didn't film anything because the whole process of getting there and getting in and then leaving again was so stressful.
Stressful.
I took a
in the
picture of the
entrance.
stage and that's it. But yeah, it was like the most stressful taxi journey. And then 11 minutes it took to get the lift from the bottom of the South Bank Centre up to level 4 where we were entering the theatre. 11 minutes. Just not okay.
No, not even a little bit.
No. What made it special was that we did see Richard Curtis. You said hello to him.
I said hello, and he said hello. Looked slightly surprised, but
I mean, you know, who wouldn't recognise Richard Curtis
well,
if you're
that's it. And I wanted to say
a fan?
thanks for putting on something special for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then you saw the show and you were like, I'm glad I didn't say that anyway.
I was a little disappointed.
Yeah,
I would have to say.
It was definitely, the first half was better than the second half.
Yeah.
The second half felt like clutching at straws.
Mm-hmm.
Like, oh, we've got to do something for the second half.
Yeah.
Let's have some audience participation. They threw around 5 inflatable snowballs and then gave those people that were holding them prizes. And then they also did... Oh, Tony Robinson came out, which I spotted him in the audience. He came out...
He was good.
And talked about some stuff. No, he did the prizes thing. And then Jade sang a song. And then everybody sang a song. And then it stretched on for 2.5 hours.
I tell you what was good in the second half,
Okay.
I thought, was the 5-minute Christmas carol.
Yes.
They did a Christmas carol in 5 minutes. And
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, that was good.
And what's his name? Did all the different parts.
Oh, Sanjeev.
Bhaskar.
Is that? Or are we thinking of somebody else? I wanted to say Bhaskar. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, because he did all different voices, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like he had Michael Caine and
Sean Connery.
Sean Connery.
And then a random Scouse person.
Yes. Who turned Irish in the end.
Yeah. And then the journey back, the taxi driver waited for us because, as I say, it was 2.5 hours and we'd booked our car for 2.5 hours after it ended, 2.5 hours after it began, but it was only meant to be an hour and a half. So we'd given ourselves a good buffer. But yeah, that was a really stressful ride as well because there was something wrong with the car. And yeah, that wasn't great. But then we had a nice time in the lounge and had a meal and had some festive colada from Marks and Spencer's. We had the festive Cosmo and the festive colada. Definitely preferred both of us the festive colada. Yeah. So now it's in my fridge.
You've got it.
I've got it. Christmas Cosmo's in your boot. You said Dad would like it.
Yeah, let's hope he does.
And then today we went for when the shops opened in Milton Keynes and we visited the shops that we said we would visit. We did not go in any other shops. We didn't divert.
No.
The only diversion we had was a quick Christmas drink in Pret.
Yeah.
And that was necessary.
But it was really horrendous.
There was a sense of desperation in the air.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, it's only the 10th of December? I don't know, my watch won't show me the date
10th,
currently.
Yes,
10th of December. So it's a little bit early for there to be some desperation. Like, the shops are there till Christmas Eve. Like, you'd be okay. But, yeah.
Well, people are frightened they'll run out of things.
Yeah, I suppose so. And then we went to see Wonka after a nice lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah, in the rain.
Poured, didn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, it was nice because it was a full cinema.
Yeah, I don't know when I last was in a full cinema.
Yeah.
It's usually you and me.
Yeah.
And somebody else. And that's it.
I think the last time I was in like a really full cinema was for Barbie and Oppenheimer, and then whatever I saw with Ollie that night, which I think was a screen unseen, but those were all full cinemas that day. It was quite odd, but yeah, it was. Yeah, what did you think?
I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
My problem was I was a bit sleepy after our lovely lunch.
And we had the really comfy seats at the back.
It was so comfy.
They were really nice, weren't they?
But I enjoyed the film tremendously. I enjoyed the acting of the main people, but also there were so many faces that I was like, oh, they're so-and-so, they're so-and-so. it was really good.
Yeah.
And it was so good that I'm going to go and watch it again and try not to be quite so sleepy this time.
Yeah. If you haven't already seen my full review, I'll link it up, and I'll link it in the end screen as well, because it'll be up before this is. But yeah, I'm about to sit down and film that full review. But yeah, and now we're just filling your car with some presents, and other presents have been dropped off today, so it's a thoroughly festive day. Or I'll tell you, my festive film for Friday, so our festive like entertainment for Saturday was Christmas actually. Festive entertainment for today was Wonka, but festive entertainment for Friday, because I'm trying to watch the main festive every day, which I have managed, was the Christmas Switch, which is Ed Helms and Jennifer. Which Jennifer is she?
Oh gosh, don't be asking me.
I want to say Garner.
She could be.
She could be. Yeah, the one from 13 going on 30.
Yeah.
Anyway, yes, it was them doing a bit of a Freaky Friday switch, and we laughed out loud a lot.
We did.
And we're not people who laugh out loud at films so easily.
We were quite surprised because we didn't really set out to watch that. It just was like, oh, look, let's have a go at this. And
yeah.
Oh, some of it was. I was just so amused. I was just
It was a bit silly, and you have to sort of suspend your disbelief. But it's on Netflix, so if you've got Netflix, you'll be able to watch it. It was very good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that was the festive entertainment for the weekend reviewed for you. Yeah, fun times.
Good one.
Okay, so we need to open number 9 and number 10 today. So let's see what we get behind the doors. We have a Voltesso. That's a single espresso. It's a nice one though. We like a Voltesso. It makes for a very nice shaken espresso because it's a blonde espresso. It's like a lighter one. And then door number 10, I believe, is on the next side. Yeah, you kind of cycle round. I like the way it does that. Oh, ripping the box now. Come on. Oh, yes. I get to try this one to see how many sleeves of it I order, if any, and then I can place my Nespresso order, because I've tried the toffee nut now. Yes. Okay, so that is tomorrow morning's coffee. Don't let me forget. Let's see what's in the Brewdog calendar today. What's behind door number 9? Is it possible to get it out? Oh, it's an Elvis juice. Elvis juice.
An Elvis juice.
All right, can we spot door number 10? Oh, just there. What's exciting me you can do in one day? What have we got?
Oh, that's a good one.
That is a good one. We like that one a lot. Not as much as the peach, I don't think, but we like the Hazy Jane pineapple. There's 9 and 10 of Brewdog. Okay, so even though we are having the festive spice one today, let's see what's behind door number 11. It is my favourite. I think this is definitely my favourite pod. So this one will potentially be coming out tomorrow, although this one would make a great like alcoholic coffee. I did this one with, I got like a little set of the Ballycastle mini cream liqueurs from Aldi, and they had a nutty one in there, so I did one of these with that, and that was lovely. Although I found the Ballycastle like way sweeter than Bailey's. I wasn't a massive fan, which was a bit disappointed in, I'll be honest. So we'll put this one in this Christmas pod jar, because I've been putting like espressos and things in this one, but we'll get out the Christmas spice one ready to pop in today. Whoop. The little gingerbread man. I've just started leaving them open because it's just easier to get my coffee out in the morning. Okay, we went with the Polar Express mug, TJ Maxx, and now we're going to try it. See, that is nice. It's got like a sort of fruitcake taste to it. I was thinking, so they did one like 2 years ago that was like spicy and it was just really bitter. But yeah. No, that is good. It's almost like the raspberry one they did with like, as if you've put cinnamon in as you brewed it. We've got the I Love You Alatka Hanukkah earrings on today with a One Starry Night jumper. And I am so far behind. I've about 15 minutes before I normally start leaving. And I just sat down with my breakfast. So yeah, did I post last week's vlog? No, I did not post it last night. I finished my work and I went to sleep. Yeah, but Ollie did fix my other Starbucks wreath while I was away at the weekend, so I'll show you that. There she is. She's slightly more oval than she used to be, thanks to being packed in a box in Denver 2.5 years ago. And this is the first time she's seen the light of day again. But it gives you perspective on how big she is, you know. There you go, by the tree. The kind of day where I'm just making a cup of tea and going upstairs to lay down with it. There'll probably be some chocolate that goes with this cup of tea as well. I can't yet take in the rest of the day. Right, we're a little behind with the Pringles doors because I opened door number 7. So let's actually open door number 3 that I should have opened instead of door number 7. I predict green. What do you think? What do you reckon? Yep, green. That's the second box of green we've got. And then where's door number 4? Here's door number 4. We didn't sort of catch up with these when we caught up with the others, did we? Could this be the first of the barbecue or the first of the salt and vinegar, do we think? This is salt and vinegar. Never had a salt and vinegar Pringle. And door number 11 on Brewdogs. My turn to open. Very exciting. Semi-open for me anyway. It's pointing down. This looks like... Is this Nanny State? Do we think? It's green. Is that Nanny State or is that Dead Pony Club?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, Dead Pony Club. There we go. Nobody likes that. Right, let's see what's behind door number 12. It is a double espresso chiaro, I think. Which, these are okay. I find these a little bit strong. I think that they're better in an iced drink than a hot drink, but they're very pretty. So how's this for domesticated? We've got some soup on the go on the hob. We've got, I don't know if you'll be able to see this, a casserole on the go in there. You can see my Hanukkah pajamas and slippers going on in the thing. And then I've just, don't look at the washing up. I've just made myself a little double espresso whiskey. And what are we going to put into this? Say it with me. Bailey's, of course. It's a whiskey essence coffee. I wish, though, I had this guinea pig right now to snuggle. Absolutely. I can almost, like, smell it, you know? Right, let's see what's behind door number 13. It's a Bianca Forte. This is a mug-sized pod that's supposedly for milk. Again, I'm not a massive fan. I think it was that one that was the free one during November, and I decided to wait. And I've just placed my order, actually, so you can come and get that with me. Will I have that one this morning? I mean, potentially. But potentially I'll just have a peppermint pinwheel. I don't know. Because this one could be like, instead of where it says for milk, could be a little for Baileys. And we can't have that one with our 5 a.m. coffee, can we? And let's see what's behind door number 5. I think we probably know what's behind door number 5, but... Oh, Pringles. It's so hard to open with one hand. I'll just rip that one out as well. It just basically keeps wanting me to open flap number 3. Go finish that right. God. Yeah, that's what's behind door number 5. As predicted. There you go. We went with the peppermint pinwheel and the Spider-Man festive mug, which doesn't fit under my coffee machine. Like, you could make a cafetiere coffee and pour it in here, but I just made it in a different cup and poured it in. Nice to hold though. So I decided that because I keep getting all these espressos and double espressos in my advent calendar, I would make myself a little iced latte. This cup doesn't fit under, so yeah, so 4 shots of espresso are going in the cup. Get them over ice. 1 week to go. So I'm now halfway through the long game, and I'm like, it's fine, but I'm not loving it. I'm considering stopping. I don't know. It's taken me, what, like a week and a half to get halfway through, because I'm just kind of not. If I'm really loving an audiobook, I will find excuses to listen to it. Like, I'll listen to it while I'm doing the washing up. I'll listen to it while I'm like sorting out the laundry, things like that. And I just haven't found excuses to listen to it. And I know that there are other things on my TBR that I want to listen to. So I'm kind of like a little bit torn. I did, however, put my Christmas bookmark in my Why Mummy Drinks at Christmas thing. So that book is like a flashback episode of a TV show where you kind of look back at Christmases past. Yeah, it's really good because of it. But yeah, I made my iced coffee. I found a protein shake actually in the fridge, so I made that. So it's a protein latte, but I'm still going to make a hot one when I get in because my throat is sore. This lighting's like, oh, the light is just perfectly on me. I like it. Oh, and I forgot to tell you, I did finish wrapping my presents last night whilst watching Christmas with the Cranks. My Bailey's coffee was stone cold because I got my phone call like whilst making it. But I finished wrapping the presents, so the present box has gone away and I folded the table down. So yeah, so that was yesterday's Christmas watching, and tonight we're going to see It's a Wonderful Life. I'm very excited. So let's see what's behind door number 14. Don't know, you know, I don't think the Brewdog calendar got opened yesterday. That was the very, very passive voice there. Don't think Ollie opened the Brewdog. Is this another Altito? Oh, why would you do that? It's a Diabolito. It's another espresso. I realised I left yesterday's cup with my iced latte in the car, so I should probably go and get that. I also actually, that's a good reminder, I need to take another sleeve to work. So I finally got out the bookmark yesterday. Are you proud of me? Are you proud of me? I'm so enjoying using this mug. It's making me like want to drink more coffee. No, really, I just want to drink more coffee anyway. My book that I'm on page 156. I was just clearing away dinner tonight and having a little glass of wine. It's okay to have wine every night in December because it's festive, and it's even more okay to have Baileys. And I'm like, I've been putting the label festive on everything, and I do every year in the month of December. It's like, well, no, it's festive. It's my festive bath. It's my festive this. I'm having a festive nap. You know, my festive Baileys coffee, my festive mulled wine, my festive another Baileys, you know. That's just the way it goes. So It's a Wonderful Life last night was lovely. It was really nice. I've not been in a quiet cinema for a little while. When I went to see the Marvels, that was a quiet cinema, but all the cinemas I've been in recently have just been busy, and so it was quite nice. And yet still, with someone that like came back from the toilet, walked along our row, but they walked all the way along our row because they were in the row behind us. And I'm like, surely you know which row you're in. Like, you booked your tickets, it said a letter, there's a big letter on the floor and on the aisle, like on the side. Oh, it annoys me. I suppose if you've never been to a cinema before, could be a thing, but it was one of those cinemas with like steps either side. It's not like when, do you remember when I went to see Barbie and Oppenheimer and people kept coming along? I was like front row, very left hand side against the wall, and people kept coming along and sort of almost turning to like walk over me, but like there's no aisle there. There was only one aisle on that side. I think there's two screens in that cinema where there's only one aisle on one side. I'm trying to, I think is it only a 5-screen cinema? It must be more than 5 screens. Do you know what? It might only be a 5-screen cinema. That's as many as Harrogate. That's crazy. The realizations you come to at 5:30 on a Thursday morning in December when you're thinking about your festive Baileys that you're going to have later. It's a penultimate night of Hanukkah, so I've got my little Hanukkah earrings on here, and my little Hanukkah menorah earrings here, and I got Christmas tree crumpets in Marks and Spencer's last night, so the toaster is still on even though I've had a couple. When you leave the toaster on, when you don't unplug it and put it away again, you know you're coming back for more crumpets. But I'm just pacing myself, and I'm trying to decide, because these chapters are long. I know we've talked about this before, but so we're on a new chapter, and I'm like, but will I get to the end of this chapter? I don't think I've sort of stopped at the end of a chapter yet. There's some mixed media in this chapter though. Oh god, this chapter does go on forever. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to finish this chapter either way. We've gone back to 14 years ago. It's a flashback book. Yeah, I think this chapter lasts the rest of the book anyway, so we'll go make some more crumpets. So my Nespresso order came really quickly. I ordered 3 of the seasonal delight spices and 3 of the frosted caramel nut, because I got to try those thanks to the advent calendar. I ordered 2 of my favourite roasted hazelnut, a refill on the Bianco Doppio, which obviously I don't need to order many of those because I've got so many double espressos. I decided to go for a half calf because it's been a couple of days this week where I wanted to get a coffee but I didn't want the full caffeine. And then the Solelio is nice and mild. I like that one. So the free sleeves were a free sleeve of the Peru Organic. Remember I said I was waiting until December to order to see if it was a better sleeve, and I'm like, you know, having a sleeve of espressos, I don't have another sleeve of espressos, so I've only got the ones from the advent calendar. I mean, of which there are plenty, but look, this is a seasonal delight, so we're going to pop it in the jar in a minute, but that's what it looks like, the outside, so it matches the advent calendar, which won't go back in, so it's a good job of popping it in the thing in a minute. And then that's the sleeve of the frosted caramel nut, so again it matches the advent calendar. And then I got 3 free sleeves of tropical coconut, which I like. I've got one of these left from this year, but I ordered plenty of those. And then as well as the tropical coconut, it came with a free recipe glass as well, which I've not used this before, but as you'll have seen this morning, I quite often will have to pull my coffee into something else before pouring it into the cup, because like the Christmas tree cup won't fit under the thing. And then my shots of espresso for my iced lattes. So that's quite cool. Quite like that. Need to wash that up. And then today's festive activities were festive watchings were the nativity at school, which I finally got to see. I wasn't in there for the dress rehearsal. I wasn't in there for this afternoon's performance. So I got to see the 5:30 performance today. And then we've just watched 2 Christmas episodes of The Office, which was very good. So I hope you enjoyed this week 2 of Vlogmas. I will be back with another weekly vlog for you next week. I've got more festive excitement coming up next week, and next week's vlog will end right before my birthday, so you're not going to want to miss out on that one. So make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my upcoming movie reviews and book videos coming your way as well. And yes, thank you so much for watching. I will see you with my next video.